Oh, this game just fires me right up. Raptors win 114-109 over the Philadelphia 76ers, and they continue to be on a roll. And did they really deserve this win? Maybe not 100%, but the amount of grit, grind, and determination this team showed late in the game, wow. Now, let's start right off the beginning, right? It was kind of a back and forth first quarter, that kind of thing. We were stuck one after one. And it wasn't all that great. You gave up 31. You scored 30. Great. You were matching basket for basket. Whoop-de-doo. Second quarter, we couldn't really shoot much, only getting 22 points. They had 34. We're stuck 13. Was it 13? Yeah, 13 at the half. Not where you want to be. You come out in the third quarter, and you just come out sluggish and just really don't look good at all. And at one point, you're stuck 22 points. Dwayne Casey calls a timeout. You come out of the timeout, and then bang! A 38, I think it was a 38-8 run or a 38-10 run or some ridiculous number like that. And the Raptors, no, maybe it wasn't that much. I don't know, maybe it was. Who knows? Who cares? The Raptors were right back in that game. And it was crazy. It was just a timeout. I don't know what was said in the timeout. I don't know what happened. But the team came out and their defense. We talk about good defense leading to offense, right? The active defense, the good rebounding, the contested shots. They were all over the place at that point, and they found a way to work it, and a lot of run-out points, a lot of wide-open dunks, some transition shots, stuff like that, and it was just working. They were really cooking. However, they were still stuck 2 after 3 quarters. But you're right there with a whole quarter to go, and the Raptors come out, and again, defensively, shut down the Philadelphia 76ers. They at one point had it to 6-point lead, but this team grinds, and they grind, and they win that quarter by 7 and win the game by 5. What a game. I mean, a lot of people thought the team was down and out, and I got to admit I was one of them. Why do I say that? Because they finished the game with 21 turnovers. Not Raptors-esque. That's not what we're used to seeing, and they had a ridiculous amount of points off of turnovers. That's not good. That's got to change when it comes to the next games and against very good teams. That's got to change. But what this team did was they found a way to win. And I got to give kudos to my main man, DeLon Wright. He was injured for so long. Well, it felt like so long. And he came back and we're all like, oh, it's so great to have DeLon Wright back. And yeah, it's great. But in this game, he did a big job of turning the tides in that third quarter. Finishes the game with 12 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. And the key for DeLon, we talk about the plus-minus. In a very tight game, you're going to have guys that are minus. You're going to have guys that are a little bit plus here and there. DeLon Wright was a plus 15. Because he was so good in this game. I am proud of him. I am so happy about DeLon Wright. He did an unbelievable job. And big reason of why he got the offense going. And then everybody else just followed suit. But enough about DeLon Wright. He had a great game. DeMar DeRozan, guys. Now, we've talked all year about this guy being the leader, being the guy, him and Kyle being the 2 All-Stars. Well, DeMar DeRozan today, 45 points in this game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple steals. He also grabbed the block, and 13 of 21 shooting, 61%, 13 of 15 from the line, and 6 of 9 from 3. And by the way, that 45 points from DeMar DeRozan, a career high. his previous career high at 43 points, 45 for DeMar in this game. A huge reason, obviously, of why we won this game. Kyle, you know what? His shot was struggling early. He really couldn't find it, but man, like I said, when DeLon Wright found it, the rest of the team found it. Kyle ends with 23 points, 8 boards, 4 dimes, 3 steals, only 6 of 15 shooting, but it was really bad to start. 8 of 8 from the free throw line, and it was just fantastic. Serge Ibaka, you know, a little bit of a down night, but again, he's just coming off a little bit of, he was out for a game with a little bit of a shoulder injury, and came back and had a ridiculous night yesterday. Second night of a back-to-back, still puts up 12 points and 9 rebounds in that game, blocking a couple steals as well. 4 of 12, not so great, missed all threes, but a plus 14 when he's on the floor. Big thing there for Ibaka. And just the team overall, the grind down the stretch, I got to give them a ton of credit. You know what? I was ready to rip into these guys and just say they played awful, they didn't deserve this win, they just looked garbage. And yeah, they didn't look good at all. Even coming out of the second half, you expected to see some mojo. They had nothing. And then they call a timeout, and then out of the timeout, bang, everything changes. I think at one point it was a 14-0 run, you know, and the Raptors were right back in it. It was crazy. And we end the night shooting. I'm just so pumped. I'm going too fast. 41% from the field, 34% from 3, so not the biggest night shooting-wise. However, you shoot 86 attempts, 35 threes, you knock down 12, and the big thing here, 91% from the free throw line, 32 of 35 attempts, big night from the free throw line for the Raps, and being able to, they only had 18 assists in this game, so all the stats were kind of pointing the other way, but they found a way to win. Wow. Emotions, all-time high in this game. Sixer fans probably fuming, saying, oh, the refs were garbage. They were, on both ends. You look at the first half, there were countless calls that you're hearing on Raptors' arms, and we're like, you didn't hear it? And Kyle, I remember one, he get absolutely mauled underneath the net by like 3 guys. Yeah, no, nothing. You know, there were some other ones that were absolutely useless. And did the Raptors get a little bit of help in the later quarters? Yes. But you're looking at it as a Sixer fan, should it have been that close? Not really. The Raptors just outplayed you in the second half and got the win. That's what matters, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. Boy, if I miss anything. I mean, I know there was a ton. Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. Holy smokes. What'd you guys think of this game? Player of the game in this one. Would you give it to DeMar for his huge night? Would you give it to DeLon Wright? Would you give it to Kyle? I mean, let me know, guys, what you guys think of that. And, oh, my goodness. We'll talk to you guys Leafs Edition Saturdays. They're actually in New York taking on the Rangers as they look to get a win and just feel good about themselves right now because they're in a real tough stretch. And for the Raptors, you face these same 76ers at the Air Canada Centre Saturday night, 5 o'clock tip-off there. The Raptors just look to keep on rolling. They're feeling so nice, 22-8, looking for their 6th straight win against those 76ers at the Air Canada Centre, 5 o'clock tip-off, all right? So let's get it going, all right? So we'll talk to you guys then, hoping for a 6th straight dub.